My name is Quandon Thomas. I'm 19 years old, and my dream is to become a police officer. Well, growing up as the young Quandon Thomas that I was, it was pretty good. I had a good life, but ever since my dad passed away, stuff just got a little bit too hard. So I had to grow up really fast.
Struggles is still here. We're still going through our ups and downs, but as a family, we always stood by each other.
Like ever since my dad passed away, I kind of been over up and down the place. I moved to like Brampton, Toronto, Mississauga, a lot of places.
Being in the shelter, I guess that was the lowest point in my life.
Because my mom was struggling with all the like rent and stuff, so it was hard, man.
And I understand how the kids felt because I felt really terrible too.
Yeah, being at the shelter, it really sucked. I didn't really like it there, but like it was better than being homeless on the street. I didn't want that. I don't want to see my mom struggle like that. I don't want to see me struggle. I don't want to see my brothers and my sisters struggle like that.
I raised 5 kids on my own, and I cannot say how blessed I am that they turned out to be wonderful kids. And I'm also glad that Quandon met Vince and his wife along our journey, and to be where he is at today, I'm very proud of him.
This program was called Pro Action Cops for Kids, and we would go there and we would canoe and we all have a good time, and it just makes you forget about like how hard life has been and how hard the struggle was. But going on that program just changed my life. It helped me a lot. I never knew that like I could be friends with like 2 cops that have been helping me out through life. Like Vince and Laura, they just helped me out through everything.
Well, Quandon was one of our super quiet kids, and we take hundreds of kids on these programs. And the first year, he was just not an outstanding young man, just another kid on trip. But it was 2 years later when he attended our trip that Quandon really stood out. And that was the first time that he had the ability to share with us the fact that his father had been murdered right here in Toronto when he was only 10 years old. So we were quite shocked by that story because when we first met Quandon, he was living in a shelter here in Toronto, and seemed like a nice young boy, but wasn't really ready to work with us. Two years later, now we're seeing a different Quandon, and since then we've been able to do a lot with him, opened a lot of doors, but he's the guy that walks through the doors and takes advantage of those opportunities.
Second time it was a lot more easier because like I felt like I was a leader there. Like I felt like I was like a born leader, like I was meant to be a leader. So I would go over there and I'll help like the younger kids learn how to paddle and stuff like that. I never knew that like I could be friends with like 2 cops that have been helping me out through life. Like Vince and Laura, they just helped me out through everything. I don't know how to thank them enough. They just helped me through all the hard times too, growing up.
I mean, we're quite shocked to see how well this family has done, and all the hardships and obstacles in their life they've had to move and work around to get where they are today. So it was a real magical moment in our life. I remember celebrating the night we found out that Quandon got the scholarship to the high school to finish his high school education.
I started going to the school called Boundless, and Boundless helped me out. Like I've been getting like 80s and stuff over there because they really help you out. Like the staff are friendly, everybody is nice to you there. So I fit in more over there than like in the city going to like a regular school.
So when we found out, we were on Facebook with Quandon, and my wife and I were screaming, "Hey, Quandon got it, so great." So we're pumped, and we're living this with not only Quandon, but a lot of the other kids that are on these trips. And Quandon's story has just been so rich.
Oh, that was the happiest day of my life, and it was also the happiest day of his life, and The day when he actually becomes a police officer, that'll be the greatest moment of my life and his life.
But she is an angel, she really is. She was happy for me, she was cheering me on, and when I got my security license, she just kept on cheering me on. Like she was so proud of me. And when I got my driver's license, it was the same thing. She was always so proud of me, and that's all I can ask for.
What kind of a police officer is your son going to be?
He's going to be a good one and a handsome one too.